back, back. You know what? I thought better of it because by the time I leave, set up somewhere else, it'll be even darker. Um, so instead of trying to find the perfect place with the perfect lighting, let's just rock out with what we're doing. You know what I mean? Where we at? It's beautiful out here. It's a little chilly, but it's beautiful out here. I love it. Hope you guys are good where you are. But we're gonna do some quick history facts, really quickly. But before I do that, I just want to say that it's also Black History Month. You dig? It's also Black History Month, and I chose February for that particular reason, for launch for that particular reason. Most of us know that Black history is made each and every day, and so, like I was just saying, I want you to help me make history again today by breaking all YouTube records. You dig what I'm saying? Like me, hit that like button. So you can just subscribe, whatever, you know what I mean. But hit that like to let YouTube know, I'm feeling my man right here. I like this show. I'm not trying to beat you over the head and make you learn anything. Just dropping a little, like I said, microdoses of reality. Just to feed the collective. Like fish food, just a little small, just sprinkles. Just sprinkles. We're gonna do it little by little. We're gonna make it work like that. I'm not trying to force feed you anything. Just microdoses of reality. What's really happening behind the veil, not just what's going on where you can see behind the veil. Behind that two-way mirror. What's on the other side over there? That's what's happening, and that's what we're gonna do. But like I said, we're gonna do some Black History Month facts. We're gonna do some this day in history facts, all of that. But first, turn your people on to me. If you out there checking me out, call up some family members, tell your friends, get your mains involved, your sides, whatever else you got going on. Get people involved, tell them to turn me on. Turn me on, tune me in, kick your feet back, and let me take you on a ride. All right, I'm gonna take you through a ride. I'm gonna take you on a ride through the gritty city of crooked and corrupt politics. Excuse me, I'm starting to get the chills out here. I'm starting to shiver a little bit. So we're gonna get through this. But I'm gonna take you on a ride through the world of crooked and corrupt politics, man. And of course, I'm gonna get some flashback and some feedback and all kind of other backs from this stuff because these public servants out here have made us flip on each other. Like I was saying, the government throws little stuff out there to make us flip on each other, but they work for us. Now the power that we're giving them has fed their egos and their wallets so much until they've gotten so big now that they feel like they've got to remain in these powerful positions. They got to remain exactly where they are and keep us on the bottom now. When actually the citizens of the state were, the bosses, so to speak. We were the people that told them what to do. And they still are our public servants. But is that the case now? Do we really still tell them what to do? Can you think about that for a second? But I'm gonna keep it moving. Okay. On this day in history, 1861. On this day in history, the CSM was formed. And for all of us that don't keep up with that type of madness, that was the Navy of the Confederate States. Okay, so we know what was going on at that time. So that was the Navy for the Confederate States. So a few years later, a couple of years on down the road, 1864, the battle, like we said, we know what was going on. Civil War was popping all around that area, all that time. But in 1864, on this day in history, the Civil War reached Olustee. I don't know if I'm saying this right, so you Floridians, y'all forgive me, y'all true Floridians out there. Y'all know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Olustee or Olustee. I don't know, but it's Olustee, Florida on this day in history. The Battle of Olustee was popping. Really going through some shit, man. Y'all we really going through it, man. But couple years later, a couple years on down the road from there, even a few more years later, nobody has said, well, okay, well, we're gonna just stop all our evil and heinous and vile and disgusting ways. No, it got worse. So in 1869, on this day right here, we're gonna take it to Tennessee. The then Tennessee governor had to declare martial law. He had to declare martial law because of a Ku Klux Klan crises in the state. These are some of the things that's been happening. It's just February 20th. This is on this day. That's what we've been going through on this day. Over the past years. Wow. But to get it off of, all of this craziness, all this, some good things that did happen on this day in history. Let's go to New York, 1922. New York, the great city of New York. I don't know if you guys still call it the Big Apple, but great city of New York began their first radio transmissions. Yeah, that was kind of major for me, because I'm a big radio fan. I love music, all different genres. You know what I'm saying? There's arguments out there about who created what. we know. Come on, man, stop it. Just give these artists their props, man, their dues, man. And build upon it. That's the whole issue. Just build upon shit. You know what I'm saying? Take it and build on it. Don't take it and try to claim it. Oh no, it's mine. Nah, come on, man. It's 2022. I was just reading facts from the 1800s, but it's 2022. How much has really changed besides, you know what I'm saying, your types of cars and your homes? How much has really changed? Really, the homes that we were in, they go up in 3 weeks. So I'm just even scared to be in a new home. But are we better off? So these are things that I asked myself, and I was just one. The average person with any level of intelligence to ask themselves. You see what I mean? But anyway, on to the next thing. We won't forget about Cali. Okay, 1931. Cali was given permission by Congress to build the Oakland Bay Bridge. Major shouts out to Cali. See you people out there. Love y'all, man. Real talk. And in 1947, true Californians know this, but not even a lot of true Californians know this. This is a crazy fact. 42 blocks. I'm gonna test your knowledge now. 42 blocks were destroyed in LA in 1947 by a chemical mixing error. Destroyed 42 blocks. Did any of you know that? Crazy fact. I thought it was very interesting, and that happened on this day in history. It happened on this day, February 20th. I don't know if that's. I was saying there's some good things happening. I don't know if that's good, but we're gonna keep it moving. Let's try to find some good facts that happen. I do know in 1933. Steps were taken to begin the repeal of prohibition. So for all of those guys out there, all you guys like to drink, yeah, but steps were taken to begin prohibition on this day in history in 1922. I meant to say 1933, I'm sorry. And also, taking it back to New York, let me just throw some of this medication on my lips, man. My lips are super dry, and it's getting chillier and chillier. So, yeah, y'all excuse me for that, pardon me. But anyway, also on this day in history, 1933, alien corn. This is very interesting to me. Alien corn was introduced to the world, and it started in New York City. Big ups to New York for bringing out the alien corn, whatever that is. I don't even I don't even know what that is, but it was introduced to the world on this day. Yeah. So I appreciate New York for that. And we're gonna keep it moving. 10 years later, 1943, some wild stuff. This, to me, it was wild and it was kind of strange. So I wanted to throw it out there just for you guys. In 1943, 10 years later, the movie studio executives of these major movie theaters, they allowed the Office of War Information to spearhead the censoring of all movies. Is that, maybe that's just weird to me, but that sounds strange? That's the Office of War Information was allowed to censor movies. They were given permission to censor movies on this day in history. Very strange to me. But keeping it moving, 10 years after that, 1953, U.S. Court of Appeals, they ruled that, and like I said, sometimes history is just really strange. Some of the things that we've gone through is really strange, and this is another strange, interesting fact. 1953, the U.S. Court of Appeals, they ruled that organized baseball was not a business. Yeah, it's not a business, but actually a sport. You know, the mafia, the mobs, and a lot of gangsters was involved making money. And that's what motherfuckers do. You know what I mean? That's what gangsters do, man. They get in somewhere, they make money off of it, and the mobsters was getting money. So there was already some stuff going on with the Supreme Court, but the Court of Appeals had to step in, had to intervene, and they were like, well, yeah, this is a sport. It's not a business, y'all. Okay, but anyway, let's give a couple of facts for the ladies out there. The women always been badasses. The first ever chartered organized softball, the first female ever softball league was chartered today, this day in history. First ever all-female softball team. The league was formed, was chartered on this day in history. That was really major, and that started, girls softball is really big. It's not as big as it should be, and I feel like hopefully it'll catch on, because now they're finally catching on over here and saying, okay, well, college athletes, they can get paid for their, and they've been getting paid off of these colleges. It's crazy, but maybe it'll take off a little bit more now, because girls softball is really big. Just like college basketball, college basketball and football, So big ups to them. But another female fact, another interesting fact created by women, this day in history, I want to say what was the year? It'll come to me in a minute. I want to say 1937. Hold on, it'll come to me in a second. But this day in history, the first woman ever landed on Antarctica. Very cold place. I don't know why she wanted to go there, but she went to Antarctica, and she was the first woman ever to be there, to go there on this day in history. And that was big. That was kind of big, because who was doing all that type of traveling there, even to a place such as Antarctica, really cold place. You know what I'm saying? It's very cold up there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to be there. But anyway, I'm sorry. Back to my stuff right here. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. This wind is blowing my stuff all over the place. Give me 1 second.